Welcome back to Golden Axe Myth, and this time we're playing as good old Tyrus Flare. Now, Tyrus is, kind of frail. She doesn't deal very much damage and she can't take many hits, but she is fast and she does have excellent magic. So of course, we're going to be putting her agility to use. The same strategy with the normal enemies still applies, though. We're not going to be playing too much differently, we're just going to be moving around a lot more. That was Tyrus' special attack. It's kind of an anti-air attack, but it also pushes enemies back when they run at her, which is super useful. When you want to get enemies away, that's what you use. I find it very hard to play the game with her simply because she goes down so fast. But if you move around enough, you should have no problem dodging all the enemy attacks. I imagine she's more useful in multiplayer, where she can provide backup with her magic. It does take a long time to kill enemies with her. Alright, so it's time for some new enemies. They're very into dashing and jump attacking. In fact, that's pretty much all they do, and it can make it hard to hit them. So we're going to jump attack right back. That's basically the best strategy for taking them out. Especially since our attacks cancel out theirs in the air. And when they fall down, we can just spam them with attacks like every other enemy when they get back up. But yes, they are extraordinarily more hyper than the enemies we fought so far. We're not even going to pretend to fight these guys as Tyrus. We're just not even going to try. Hey look, a wounded villager. We can't actually help him, but he does give us a magic pot. There's nothing we can do for his wounds, though. I've tried. Alright, so this is a pretty difficult fight. If only for that stone golem right there. When the enemies use it, it's a force to be reckoned with. It takes out a whole chunk of your health bar, and probably more if you're playing as Tyrus. You also have to jump attack at just the right spot to knock the enemies out of it, which makes it even harder to deal with. Yeah, that was gonna happen. The golem isn't so useful when we have hold of it, however, because the enemies can easily surround us and knock us out without jump attacks. And it moves super slow and attacks super... Hey, another card. And attacks super slow. So basically just keep moving all the time, because if you stand still for too long, it's gonna punch you and you'll die. You also really can't stop enemies from getting inside of it, because sometimes there's just too many of them. I didn't even mean to get in it there. Or there. Mounts can sometimes interfere with battle because it's kind of hard to get around them. I'm not sure whether that's intentional. Look, even the AI is having trouble getting around it. And she really wants to, you can tell. Back when I first played this game a long time ago, the female enemies kind of stumped me because the normal strategy didn't work on them. But after I found out I just needed to jump attack back, it all became a lot easier. That was me foolishly trying to actually use the mount for its intended purpose, and that's the same card. This guy might look familiar, and yeah, he's modeled after the bitter characters from the original Golden Axe. He's actually really easy to take care of, though, unlike them. We just have to stand inside of him, basically, and mash the attack button. He is capable of teleporting... oh. He is capable of teleporting around to get at us, but we can always attack faster than he can. He has a huge range... That's a lot slipperier than it looks. He has a huge range, though. I mean, I think it's appropriate that the character with the giant sword would have a weakness to close combat. We're just way too close for him to use it properly. After you figure out his design, the regular enemies are actually more of a threat than he is. It's still gonna take a while to take him down, though, because we are so weak. So weak. The bosses do get progressively more hard to figure out. They never graduate into really difficult territory, though. They're all pretty easy after you figure out how they work. This looks kind of funny in context with the story. It might be tempting to get as much defense and attack as possible because Tyrus is kind of weak, but we want her magic. That's what she's good at anyway. Might as well get as much as possible. Welcome to the Ropeway. It introduces a new kind of enemy that we will see again later. And Tyrus is the perfect character for them. No, I'm not talking about these guys. These guys are as easy as ever. I'm talking about these. Obviously you want to take them out with jump attacks, but it can be kinda hard to do that. Luckily with our high maneuverability and special attack, it's a lot easier. Their entire thing is basically that they swarm you and stop you from moving by stun-locking you. But with Tyrus, it's much easier to both get away and go on the offensive. They can also do that, which actually doesn't hurt as much as you probably think it would. But that's pretty much it for this stage.